The Boston Celtics are coming off a very disappointing 2023 season and have a ton of work to do in order to be ready for the start of next season. I also realize that so many Celtics fans are feeling panicked and are ready to turn this team upside down. However, that is realistically the last thing that the Celtics should do this offseason. This team is so young and has so much potential going forward. I mean, we have to remember LeBron James was 28 years old when he won his first ring. Kevin Durant, he was 29 when he won his first ring. And Steph Curry was like 26 or maybe even 27 when he won his first ring. Guys, JT and JB are both under 27 years old and still are a couple of years away from being in their prime. Boston has also had 3 different head coaches in the last 3 seasons. Listen, that is going to affect the team no matter what. Now, going into next season, we will have Joe Mazzulla, who was both good and bad at times this season, but I do expect him to take another jump up as, someone who was just thrown into the fire 5 days before the start of the season. Now, Brad Stevens definitely needed to go out there and add some people and get some help to bring into the coaching staff, and they did exactly that, bringing in someone elite in Sam Cassell. Now, if you don't know who Sam Cassell is, I got you guys covered. In this video, I'll be breaking down why Sam Cassell was a massive upgrade for the Boston Celtics and why they have the chance to shock the world next season. However, before we jump into the video, I need you guys to do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. I know this fan base is one of the best fan bases in the entire world of basketball, so let's prove it in this video. Let's see if we get the video up to 1,000 likes if you're excited for the start of next season and what Sam Cassell will bring to the team in 2023. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I will be covering the Celtics all year long. I live stream every single game, and what I mean by that is I go live during the game, I react to it, commentate, and we had so many great live streams all season long, so make sure you guys are here for the start of next season. I'm telling you, we're going to be live every single game, so join the family. Don't miss out. And one last thing, comment down below, what is one thing the Celtics need to work on this offseason in terms of development? In my opinion, I think JB needs to really get going on his ball handling skills and his free throws. JT just needs to be more consistent, and everyone else around them needs to, be able to communicate defensively and then hit threes, man. I think the 3 ball is going to be a major factor next season. I think Sam Hauser and Gallinari will be absolutely huge going into next season. But let me know what your opinion is on that. Now, halfway through the season, Joe Mazzulla lost a couple of guys from his staff, including Damon Stoudemire, one of the most important assistant coaches for the Celtics, and Brad Stevens was unable to hire anybody else due to the fact that it was already in the middle of the season. Now, Joe and a couple of guys who were left had to just figure it out. Now, a guy in Joe Mazzulla, he never really had an experience at head coach before and was fairly new to coaching overall. Now, we as Boston fans expected greatness from day one, and to be honest, that was just truly not fair. However, with that being said, we were still 1 game away from going to the NBA Finals. And if it wasn't for us blowing 2 home games in a row to start the series, we could be in the NBA Finals right now. Now, Sam Cassell will come into this team right away, and he will be a major impact and create kind of a 2-headed monster, because both him and Joe Mazzulla will both be able to lead this team in the coaching department, and I think that will be massive for the young guys and everybody else on the roster next season. Now, not only are they going to have, a head coach who they had last year, a second year of a head coach who they haven't had in a while, but they also bringing in a former Celtic player who has been the lead assistant under Doc Rivers in Philadelphia for, I think, the last 3 years now, and is now on his way back to Boston, where he originally won a championship back in 2008. And yet again, the Celtics find a way to hurt the 76ers. Now, let's talk about what he will bring to Boston in 2023. Now, Sam brings a coach who already has a fair amount of experience with coaching, but most importantly, he is someone who can connect with the players and act as a friend as well, but at the same time can hold guys accountable, which is something that we lacked all year long. For the 76ers, Sam Cassell was the only reason James Harden still showed up to games. I mean, keeping him locked in each and every single day, but was one of the biggest factors in the development of Tyrese Maxey. If you guys remember, Tyrese Maxey had an incredible jump from, last year to this year, and even in the playoffs, the dude was absolutely amazing. Now, just imagine what kind of growth and maturity he can bring to guys like Jalen and Jason Tatum going forward, as well as all of the other young guys on the team for the Celtics. Now, with that being said, I am absolutely loving the addition of Sam Cassell and think it will help our team tremendously in so many different areas going forward. However, Boston and Brad Stevens still have a ton of work to do in order to fill out the coaching staff, but there are like 3 more of our coaches who are expected to leave and go join Ime Udoka in Houston, which means Sam Cassell won't be the last name we see join the Celtics staff here over the next few weeks. There's also so much I could talk about for Boston and what they need to do going forward, but I'm going to keep that and hold that for a different video. If you guys want to see my full breakdown on the Celtics 2022 season and what they need to do in the offseason, let me know in the comment section down below. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like I said, I'm going to be covering the entirety of the offseason. I'm going to be covering the Boston Celtics and the rest of the NBA. So join the family. Turn on post notifications. And I will be covering you or, giving you guys updates on the entire offseason, as well as we will be streaming the NBA Summer League as well. So if you guys want to chill and watch some Summer League games with me, you guys can do that. I do believe the Celtics have an early second-round draft pick. So, listen, we might be able to get something decent with that. So it should be a fun offseason. Should be a fun Summer League with you guys here. And, I'm also going to be covering the NFL as well. So make sure you guys are here. Join the family. Comment down below. What do the Celtics need to do next in order to, accomplish their goal of winning a championship here in 2023? I love this team. I think the last thing they need to do is blow it up because I believe in the guys, man. They're young, they're hungry, and Jaylen Brown, I know a lot of people want Jaylen Brown traded, but that's not the way to go, man. He is young, he's hungry, and, he's one of the most hardworking players in the entire NBA. If you think he's going to come out here next year and be the same player, I think you're really mistaken. I can guarantee you that he is going to make sure he can dribble with his left hand next year because that was his only downfall this year. He was one of the most consistent players. He was, he struggled versus Miami this year, but he struggled versus Miami last year. Some people tend to forget that he carried the team in the finals last season. Yes, we came up short, but man, if Jason Tatum had a good year last year, we would have been fine. I think the one thing we need to work on is consistency going forward, and I think the sky is the limit for this team in 2023. Guys, hit that like button, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Today's video is brought to you by Pro Class, the absolute best place for you to take your game to the highest level. It's the first of its kind sports training and development platform where you can reach your highest potential by learning from some of the best athletes on the entire planet. Some of these guys include Damian Lillard, De'Aaron Fox, Allen Iverson, DeMar DeRozan, and so many more. And I have some great news for you guys. If you guys go use my code MattyDubs, you'll get 50% off hundreds of training videos, workouts, and drills, and you can get in the lab right now. So go check it out. Go steal some of the secrets from some of the top players in the world right now. And if you are interested in developing your skills at any level, if you play in middle school, high school, college, or if your goal is just to be a better athlete, a better basketball player, this is where you need to go. Nobody else does this. Go check them out, and you can learn, develop your skills at a fast pace, high speed level. Click the link in the description for instant access to all of the secrets in the world. And remember, using code MattyDubs will get you 50% off right now, so don't miss out on this offer.